this room. And as they do so, thanks for the likes and the shares. This is Medium. Michael, Mayo, Mondays, baby. And I'm just going to flip my hair back and forth quite a few times until I figure that out. I want my hair fanning today. The more in front of me, the more forward and kind of like split and give me a couple little bangy bangs. Gen Z, giving you Gen Z here. This is Gen Z and or 1990s. This is an Earl Grey tea. Hello, Lighthouse Dreamer. Thanks for liking the live, folks. Appreciate that. Hello, Julie. What's going on here? Yeah, so here we are. As big as howdy. Looks like people are joining, which is great. That's what we're after. I'll make the text bigger. That way I'm not like straining to read today and then make my eyeballs hurt. I was listening to my Spotify Wrapped before I got on here. Turns out most of my music was, I think my number one was, what's his name? I can see his face. Orville Peck. My number two was like, what was my number two? My number two was, I think, The Carpenters. I don't know. I have to go back and look. Now I don't know. It was cute. Thanks for liking the lives. Thanks for the shares, folks. We're already at 1,000 likes on the Tickety Talks. By the way, if you're not following me on my other social media, do so because TikTok might be gone soon. So if you're not following me on Instagram or YouTube or Facebook, that's probably a good idea if you want to follow along, because I don't know how long this is going to last. Orville Peck was your 3. How cute. I think if I go to like my actual Instagram, I bet you I could. Oh no, I didn't post. I just put something up, but yeah. So hi, Tita. Boop. Oh, I need to move this so I can see all chats at once. Let's move that. There we go. My first time seeing you live, but have been watching your content. Awesome, Julie. Well, welcome. Yeah, I'm live every Monday. Every Monday, 7 p.m. Pacific, generally. So, hey, behave. Thanks for the likes, the gifts, all the things that you're sending. You guys are sweet. Oh, I keep catching your lives. I'm loving it. Serendipitous. I'm glad, Diana. That's great. Hello, Haley. How's it going? I'm just doing the usual, which is generally a little chat before I start giving readings. So let's see. Happy Moon Day, Michael. Thanks, Claudette. I'm not sure what Moon Day is, but I'm happy to have it. My eyebrows look immaculate. Thanks. Yeah, I just had them done recently. They're almost like too perfect. They're almost like too clean, which is kind of annoying. But, you know, they'll grow in and get a little more bushy. No, they are amazing. Thanks. I can thank my dad for my eyebrows. These are my father's eyebrows. Their skin is glowing. Thank you so much. Little son, you know what I mean? Little son. Your whole face card is immaculate. Thanks, Behave. That's so sweet. Now it's just the pink lighting in the background. it's giving a little pink glow. Yeah, bless my father for the brows from the gods. You know, I got to get something out of that mix. I can say, you know, if it wasn't for modern everything, modern all the things like dental work and a nose job and all kinds of other things, your boy would be looking very different. Y'all wouldn't be saying what you're saying right now. He'd be looking real different. But you know what? Thank God for the modern thing. Gosh, if I was like born back in the Middle Ages, oh man. Even just like the 1800s. I'd have a really good personality is what I would have. I'm sorry to hear that you're struggling, Haley. To get a reading, I'm going to be doing like a group reading. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing not a group reading. What am I saying? I'm going to be doing a spirit-led reading. So it's going to be for you or not for you, depending on the communicators. You're just going to have to like listen and hopefully it sounds like it's for you. So that's how you do it. But if you were going to get like a private reading, you can only do that on my website, like Melly said. But I also do free readings here. So like that's the other thing. What are both of the things that you're working towards, Monet? I need some modern things, yeah. I'm going to be, you know, we're coming close to the time period where we're getting lifts and nips and tucks and, you know, within the next couple of years, get ready, guys. What's it called? I think it's called like, I think you guys call it, or I say you guys because I assume everyone here is Gen Z, but they're not. Maxing out or maxing your looks out. I don't know what they call it. They call it something like that. And you better believe we're moving into that era. All right. You better believe we are moving that direction. Looks maxing. See, I can always depend on Monet for keeping me young and up to date. Yeah, I'm gonna be looks maxing, guys. Just give me a little time. I gotta pay off my $30,000 cat, followed by paying off my taxes, and then I think we're in a good zone. Then it's like, all right, here we go. Everything. In old pictures, people look very different from these days. He's got much better looking. Yeah, I mean, it was also a lot harder of a life, you know? I'm old enough that I've never even heard that saying. Yeah, it's like a Gen Z thing. Haha, not the cat. Yeah, bro. My cat was so expensive to keep alive. I was hugging him the other day and just going, Bailey, you almost died, Bay. It cost me $30,000 to keep you alive, Bay. I am not as handsome as God made me, Helen. I'm really not. I've had a ton of things done. Really, if I was as handsome as God had made me, I would be not as handsome. I'm gonna be real honest. I wouldn't be as handsome, but I'm just saying. Hey, I'm not complaining. I'm definitely happy. But yeah. You know what's also on the list? This. Doing something about this hairline because it's getting real mature is what I'm saying. But anyway, listen, guys, I live in Southern California. Okay, the expectations are like way high, and I'm gay. So, gay Southern California, you know, the dysmorphia is real. All right, just saying. Liz, Gen X here. No idea what you're talking about. Hi, Marissa. Oops, I'm writing on this thing. What am I doing? Oh my god, what am I doing? Okay, there we go. So it's pretty funny. You can help with the hair, Mr. Custom Hair. How? How are you going to help with my hair? Give me details. Let's see. I want to customize my avatar. I love that. But Monet, you're literally not that you can't happily improve oneself, because I hate it when I'm like, I want to do this, and people are like, no, you don't need it. I'm like, I know I don't need it, but I want it. So I'm not saying this to downgrade what you're saying, Monet, but Monet, you're literally so stunning. Like when I'm in class, sometimes I just admire your bone structure and your face, and you're just so freaking beautiful. It's like mind blowing. So the fact that you're like want to customize your avatar a little bit, I'm like, I don't know how much more you can improve, to be honest. But maybe you know better than I do. So I just need you to know that. That's just the honest facts right there. Let me see. Yeah. But I literally can't imagine being in that area. That explains it. Cali people definitely, exactly. It's ridiculous, honestly. I'm gonna feel the dysmorphia hard, says Haley. That's why I stay in my house. Janelle, you're beautiful. I don't know what you're saying. I was totally thinking you're giving SoCal though. I love it though. My favorite place to escape. Oh, thanks, Angela. Oh, Monet. Oh, you're so welcome. I want to look like a god. You already look like a god. See? Hudson agreed. No, this one's not the debt kitty. This is the $5,000 kitty, but that's just how much he cost. Can you stop? What are you doing, bro? Stop. You're hitting my microphone with your tail, bro. Okay, let me see what else I got here. Helen, at my age, I'm closer to leaving, so I'll pass on the upgrades. You know what, Helen, I'm most certain, even though I haven't seen you, I'm most certain you look beautiful, just the way you are. We don't all need upgrades. Some people are just lucky. I look like a god. You're pretty dang close. Hudson, what the hell are you doing? Liz, I feel that, Helen. Hey, Nutty, welcome. Okay. Where is your friend making the turkey sounds? Yeah, where is she? I'm right there with you. You guys are so cute. Hudson doesn't need an upgrade. That's very true. He's literally perfect. Look at this little perfection. Hatabush, look. Just say hi to everybody. Hatabushi. Hatabushi. Sweet Hatabushi. Sweet Hatabushi. Sweet Hatabushi. The legs. The hands. He's licking the back of my head. Okay, now he's attacking me. Oh, it's so cute. I love you, Hatabush. You're so cute. That's my soul child. He's literally an extension of my being. And then I got cat hair. You're not jumping back up here. Go do something. Go find something to do. Go on. Go. He went away, guys. He actually listened. He was like, okay, I'll go find something to do. Hello from Maine, TikTok AH. Oh my God. Sweet Hatabush. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Let's go back. I've got a list of upgrades. I'm ready. I love it. Yeah, he's a perfect boy. He's so cute. He really is perfection. Like, honestly, I know I shouldn't say this out loud, but I say it like every live. He's literally my favorite cat. And I don't want any other cats to hear it, but like, you know, he's really my favorite. I also do that to my cat. It's just funny, the little legs just bouncing. And he does love it. The putty. Yeah, he's putty. Okay. Karen, you said you've done some healing on me for lupus before update heart surgery and found cancer cells in your heart. That's really rare to have cancer of the heart. Like, very rare. He will be back. He is back. He's already back at my feet. So, Buffy, you're right on. Hey, Yvonne. In the fluid around your heart. Wow. Do they have a treatment plan for you, Karen? That's really uncommon as far as I understand. Sorry, I'm blowing cat hair away. See, he's back, guys. I'm kind of waiting for Karen to say more. Hello, you two girl forever. He says you need grooming. Yeah, he does. He does say that. Feed me even though it's early. They have a plan of action for you though, right, Karen? I know, but it's not time. Come here. Get your eye boogers out. Okay. Hi, Michael, from Leslie. Hello, Leslie. Yeah, that is a meow, like it's time to eat, but it's actually an hour and like a bit earlier. Have you done healing on your pets? Just curious. You know, it's difficult for me to do it for myself and for my pets. I don't know why. It's hard for me to get into that space when I'm emotionally invested and attached. I would love to have a cat, but my husband's allergic. Oof, that's like a requirement for any person I date. You have to be okay with cats. You can't be allergic unless you're willing to take, medicine forever. Oh, your comments are being filtered. Oh my gosh. I hate that. I'm sorry. Treatment plan being discussed tomorrow. Well, I'm sending you all my love and hope for the best treatment as possible. Karen, have you checked into what's her name? Brooke Goldner for your lupus? I don't know if I mentioned that to you last time, but I don't know if you looked into that. Okay, fine. I guess you're sitting on my lap now. Let me see. Been playing your meditation every day, and now I feel spirit guides touching my hand. Is that normal when I ask them to come closer? Yes, that is normal. I would have paid that amount any amount to save my sweet cat Bo, but there was nothing the vets could do. He had a blood clot in his carotid artery. He unfortunately didn't make it. Oh, I'm sorry, Claudette. That's so sad. Okay, awesome, Karen. That's funny about the meds for allergies. I know. I'm like, better get on the allergy medicine. Okay, I think I should probably do readings before my eyes get tired of reading. If our spirit has been gone for a long time, is it hard for them to come through? Nope. It doesn't make any difference, time. Hey, Mike. Hope you're having a great night and daylight. Thanks, Lily. I know someone 34 years old got T-cell extraction and all his cancer is gone, but cost $1 million, even had cancer in his heart. Whoa, a T-cell extraction. I've never heard of that. I'm gonna have to look at that. Wow, $1 million. 34 years old. Oof. That's wild. I'm worried about my parents. My dad is going through dementia. Oh, I'm sorry, you too, girl. That's really difficult. I think any kind of dementia is like so challenging, not just, especially, I mean, the person experiencing it, but especially the family too. I mean, this is one of the most difficult things. I'm so sorry for that. Irene, your face is so perfect. Geez, thank you. I mean, I don't really think so, but I think it looks okay right now. Yeah, but thank you. That's very sweet. So how do you do readings here? Yeah, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to become sensitive, and then I will start to talk about who I start to feel stepping forward from the spirit. And then if you can understand the information, you're going to put a heart in the chat, and then I will start to, what am I trying to say? And then I'll break it down more and give more information until we're just to one person who can take the information. Then you'll come up on the live, and then from there, we will have you, I'll give you the reading, and then, yeah. So that's basically how it works. Darlene, love your shirt. Thank you. It's a gift many moons ago to me, and then I cut it and made it slutty like this. So, yay. Yeah. Let's see. We love a slutty shirt. I love that the people that generally watch me and follow me like actually enjoy my silliness and my sometimes a little bit risque side. I very much appreciate that you find that entertaining. That makes me happy. Lily, had a rough day. I'm sorry, but glad to be here. I'm happy about that. Hope everyone's good. Would love to hear anybody pick up around me. Thanks so much. You're welcome. Hopefully someone does come forward for you. Yes. So this is a good question. Lori asks, are my parents and brothers in spirit still considered themselves as my parents and brothers, or are we just spirits that share a life together? Yeah, so you will still have that same sort of familiarity connection. It's interesting, if you look into near-death experiences, you'll often find that you'll hear people actually recognize family or connections from other lives, which is really interesting. I wouldn't say often, but I'd say that does happen. So from this life, very much is very common, like grandparents and all these sorts of things, and you have the same kind of relationship with them. And then on top of that, you also will potentially recognize people that you knew from other time periods. So yeah, interesting, right? Janelle wouldn't be here otherwise. Ash, I want to be your bestie. You're our trip, you know? That's pretty accurate. That's pretty accurate. I think my besties would agree that I am a trip. Look at this volume, though. I mean, round brushes every day, all day, guys. That's all I'm saying. The round brush invention was really good. Okay, so yeah, can you discuss the violet flame my mother appears as? That I don't know much about. I can't quite describe that. Maybe that is the way that for you is valuable. And so she's showing up in such a way that you find meaningful or value, or has an interpretation that you connect with. And so if that feels like something connective, powerful, spiritual, then it makes sense that you would receive it that way. So they can show up kind of however. So yeah. Oh wow, 14,000 likes. Thanks guys. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the shares. So yeah, our loved ones can show up to us in a non, physical form, and yeah, we can. It's likely that it's showing up in a way that resonates for you. But the important thing, soul artist Robin, is that you feel a sense that this is mom. And so that's why to me, visuals are very secondary, maybe even tertiary, like to the feeling. The feeling is the thing. That's what tells you that gives context to it. So the fact that you can feel that this is mom, doesn't matter how they show up. What's important is that you feel her and you recognize that essence. That's really important. Hello, Dana. Welcome in, Willie. Willie, are you going to Disneyland? I heard you're going to Disneyland. Definitely mom. She hangs out a lot. Exactly. There you go, Robin. Hi, KB. Guys, if you're not following me, do follow my other social media. It's all Medium Michael Mayo, because Tickety Talks is on its way out potentially. So important. All my departed loved ones come to me in my dreams. Amazing visitations. She's laughing when my bro and I talk. That's so cute. I love it. Yeah, I believe she probably is, because that's what they do. They pay attention to our conversations. They pay attention to things that we're doing. They're still very involved in our lives. So cool you got to see Tyler Henry live. So jealous. Yeah, actually, that was the second time we saw Tyler Henry. The first time we saw Tyler Henry was when a friend of ours had extra tickets at a casino thing, and he was doing a dem there, and so she gets free stuff. And she was, and so we saw him the first time. And then this other time, because it was close to Megan's birthday, and she and Tyler have been like talking and connecting a little bit, I was like, well, let's go to this. That would be really fun. So a few months ago, actually, it popped up on my Instagram, and I was like, oh, let's go see Tyler again, because he's so sweet. And so we did, and he did a great job the other night. Like, he was very detailed. He did a good job. He didn't really drop any links. Maybe like one that felt like maybe a little bit not as strong, but like that happens to everybody. And then but otherwise he gave a lot of good details, so that was cool. Yeah, he did a great job. It was nice to see him work twice, because you can't really make a judgment on someone's mediumship really unless you see it a few times. I feel like, because sometimes you just have off days. I know I do. And so yeah, he was great. And one of the things that I think Tyler does really excels at, in my opinion, is he excels at educating the audience. He does a great job of educating the audience at his demonstrations, and I think it makes a really good experience for everybody, because even if you don't get a message or you don't get something specific for you, you still leave with feeling connected to something bigger than yourself, understanding the spirit world. And so it was great, and it was a great experience. And then he was so sweet. He invited Megan and us to go backstage at the end and meet him and take a picture, and it was really sweet. He was very, very lovely, very, very nice. So I would Tyler Henry is genuine. I just will say that he's a genuine. He is a medium. He's genuine. And yeah, so I've heard some people give a little bit of flack just from some their opinions on his show and things like that, but I'm like, that's also just reality. I mean, the nature of mediumship is inconsistent by its very nature. What you work towards is greater and greater consistency over time. And also imagine having to do that live under the pressure of that millions of people are watching you. So I think we need to give him a little break. I don't think we should all be saying he's terrible because some of his readings don't go perfectly on his live thing. because I watched him the other night and he's doing a live dem and he did great. So, it just depends. And that's a lot of pressure. I mean, I don't know how well I would do under that kind of pressure if I knew millions of people were watching. That would be probably quite difficult. So, and yeah, exactly, Monet. He's young, so he has a huge journey ahead of him. And I agree, like that unfoldment, that learning, that development. I mean, that's all part of it. So, I've also known mediums who aren't the nicest people when you meet them. I've learned very much the saying, "Don't meet your heroes." I get why. I get why. So that's what I'd say. What rituals do you recommend for protection? I actually don't believe that we need any. So I don't recommend any, other than knowing that you don't need any protection for anything from the other world. So yeah. Yeah, I knew what you meant, Sunflower. I knew what you meant. I read it as mediumship, not medium shit. So yeah, that's what I would say. I would say it was a good experience. I would go see him again. He's just a sweetheart, and he doesn't live actually very far from where I live, so that's kind of cool. I'm like hoping that maybe we'll have a seance together or something at some point. So we'll see. Thought, what the heck? I hate my phone when you talk into it. That's hilarious. Yeah. So that's that. Oh my God, 20,000 likes already. Thanks everybody. That's very helpful to get the live out there. Thanks for the shares. Okay, I should probably work though, because if I go too long of just reading all the comments and responding, my eyes will start bugging me because I'm not wearing my glasses. And then if my eyes start bugging me, then I don't want to read. And then I have to come back tomorrow. So I don't really want to do that. So let me start to become sensitive, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Hey, Monet, do you have mod ability on my thing? If not, I should make you one. Oh, I think you do. Yeah, you do. Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay. My ex used to say we die every night we sleep. I mean, I guess it depends on how he's defining die. Might just be a different usage of word. I don't know what he means by die. So I can't say if I agree with that or not. Okay, so let me start. I should probably start. So basically what's going to happen is I'm going to start to become sensitive, start to become aware of who is stepping forward. As I do that, I will start to describe who the person is. I will check in with you at some point and say, who can understand this information? If you can understand pretty much all of it, if not all of it, then I want you to put some hearts in the chat. What else do I need to say? Put hearts in the chat. I will say, how much can you understand of this? Hopefully it's like 98, 100%. Because I get pretty detailed and pretty specific. And if I'm getting specific, I want you to be able to take all the information so that we can make sure the message is going to the right person. Because if there's 65 people in here, I have to really make sure. And that's just 65 in TikTok, not including all the other ones. So, so that's that. So I just need you to put hearts in the chat if you can understand the information. You should be able to take pretty much all of it. Don't make anything fit, but also if you think it might be for you, don't hesitate to put a heart in the chat. Let me see if there's anything else. I will wheedle it down as to who it goes to. Hopefully it's just one person, but if it's several, that's okay. I'll just kind of make it work. And what else do I need to say? I may not have any idea what I'm talking about, but as long as you make sense to you, that's what's important. What else? Every time I do this, it's an experiment, so I have no idea how well it's going to go. Anything else I need to say? I don't think so. Also, please don't put any personal information in the chat, like who you hope to hear from or anything like that, because scammers will see that and then they will try to scam you and use the information that you put in the chat. So please don't put any personal information in the chat because I don't want you to get scammed. Sorry, that was probably really loud. My little thing I'm playing with. Let's see. Okay, I think that's everything. Let me go ahead and start to become sensitive. I think I need to kick Hudson off me though. Huttaboosh, you're gonna have to get off, okay? Can you get off? I'd like you to not sit on my lap right now because I'm gonna connect with the spirit world, okay? So go ahead and get down. Good boy. All right. Sorry, give me a few minutes as I just become sensitive. And then we'll start, okay? And while I'm doing this, if you want to send a loving thought to your loved ones in spirit and invite them to step forward to draw close to me, and then also send a loving thought that if there's someone here who really needs the reading, that they get the reading. That helps to bring some harmony, some connection, some support to everybody here. Oh, my left leg's asleep from keeping my legs crossed with a cat on it. Well, that's kind of distracting. Oof, very ticklish. Okay. Give me a minute. So right now I'm just getting attuned, taking my time. I'm not rushing it because I want to actually be fully connected before I start. So my energy's still opening. I haven't done any sitting or anything like that today, so. Of course, good timing. Of course, there's going to be a cat going in a cat box right now. Right, so I'm starting to feel it, but let's see if we can. I'm used to it, I think, at this point. So nearly there. Just need a little bit more time. Thanks for your patience. In the meantime, liking, sharing the live, that's helpful. Hope you like some Catbox ASMR. Okay, I'm almost there. Give me just another minute. I can feel the energy definitely there. I just need to wait for someone to step into it. Okay, no, you're not jumping on my lap right after that. Okay, so I definitely can feel a lady stepping in right now. And as I feel this lady stepping in, she does feel older to me. She does feel to me as if she's feels like grandmother on mom's side is what I would want to say. As I feel her, she feels to me. I keep wanting to go with like Maria, Mary, something like that. MAR sounding name here. As I also feel her, I get a sense of being a lot of warmth and fun with her. She feels like almost like a younger, hipper grandmother. That had something to say. There's a lot of warmth and vibrancy, and I feel like she really points to several daughters that feels important to her. I feel almost like she has 2 or 3 daughters, is the feeling that I get. And as I feel her here too, there's something about her physical like movement or something that would have started to decline at the end, but she was very sharp mentally for a large portion of her life. I can feel like it feels like she stays sharp pretty much to the end, but I feel like my body starts to degrade or not work. The other thing I can feel from her too, I don't know if there's something like Estrella, Estella, something. It's like ES sounding that I want to say. Estrella, Estella, something like that I'm hearing. As I feel her too, I almost want to say it's either. Well, I kind of get a little bit of like Mexico, South. I'm almost like South of America. Not South America, but like south of the United States is what I want to say. Connected here with her. Let me just see here as I feel this. I know that she would have a living son as well. Who is this? And he feels to me a little bit of a rascal, is what I want to say. I want to say a rascal. He's that kind of jokey, playful, sort of gives people a hard time, but like in a jokey sort of way is the feeling that I get here. I feel like Carlos connects here too, I need to say. Other thing that I can feel. It's interesting because I almost feel as I need to say she's not necessarily religious, but religion was in her life. I'm wondering if that almost means that she would have been raised in some sort of belief system or had a belief system, but it wasn't like hardcore. It just feels like it's around her. It's like in the culture. I just heard curandera, which I think means healer. So I don't know if that means that she was that or if that's connected to the person that this is for. But I can kind of feel this sort of healing thing there. I actually want to say it's for the person that it's for, or there would have been something to do with healing and her as I feel this. Let me just see what else is here, and then I'll check in. I need to talk about the. I don't know if this is like 4 kids, and then I feel like I want to go with like 4 of one gender, and then I feel like I want to talk about 2 of one another gender, so like 4 girls and 2 boys or something connected with her. I'm not sure if those are her kids or what that is, but I feel like there is some sort of connection here. And I also can feel, let me just get a little bit more from her. There's something to do with the word cielo. So I'm going to go there. So let's see. Who can take all of that information? Danny says 100%. Danny, you got to hear it all, yes? Ooh, Angela's also saying it. Ooh, we're getting quite a few people. Oh, but you're taking grandfather. This is definitely grandmother. Can you take that breakdown, Danny? Can you take the breakdown of the 4 kids, two sons, like 4 girls, 2 sons? Okay. I'm going to check with Danny, guys. So if you think this is also for you, just keep listening, and then I'm going to see, okay? Angela also says she can take all of it, so let's see.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi.
Danny, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Danny, you said you can take 100% of this information?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you're probably like, holy moly. So
Well, it's also crazy because the other person resonating, that's my grandmother's name.
Oh, Angela?
Angela, yeah.
That's kind of funny. So with your grandmother, this would be a mom's side, correct?
Yes.
And then you can also understand that there would have been 4 girls and 2 boys connected to her, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then you would also understand too that there was some sort of connection to like southern states, the United States.
They're in Mexico.
And they're in Mexico. Okay, south. Okay, and then can you also understand too that she was this kind of, there's religion around her, but she's not religious. Does that make sense?
Catholic, yep.
And can you also understand too with her that she would have had, she has a son, and this son is kind of rambunctious or a kind of a playful jokester.
Yeah, I actually had a crazy conversation with him a few weeks ago.
Okay. And then can you also understand Carlos connected here too?
Mm-hmm.
And then what was the other thing? Can you also take why she'd be saying cielo?
Sky. Yeah. So when she was able to talk, that's like one of the stories she told all of her kids had to do with the sky, that everybody was going to be there one day.
Okay, gotcha. Ooh, I'm getting chills.
Also, the name Marie is one of her daughters that's also up there with her.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Okay, so that all is making sense with you. So we'll go ahead and work with you, Danny, if that's okay. So let me just get a sense of her. Can you also understand with her, there's this sort of like warmth, upbeat, like connective, and almost feeling like younger energy to her. Where she wasn't like this like itty bitty old grandma. She feels to me like she was very active and connective and kind of hip, if that makes sense. And I can feel with her a great love for her family. Her family were really important, especially her grandkids were really, really important.
Hold on, I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Excuse the dog.
Yeah, that's okay. Can you understand that her grandkids were super important?
Here, sorry. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, don't worry. Sometimes we have pets, guys. Trust me, I know. I got cats, and they be jumping and doing all kinds of things. But at least Hudson's chilling now.
No, one of them is scared of everything, but he acts all freaking big and bad, barking at everything. But you come up to him and he runs away, and he pees whenever he's nervous.
Oh, that's why he's barking. He's so anxious. Okay, so one of the things too that I can feel her bringing up is I want to say post her passing there would have been some sort of graduation, and I feel like I'm talking about you. Does that make sense, Danny?
So she passed. She passed my freshman year of high school.
Okay, so then it would have been after that you would have had a
No.
graduation.
8th grade. So yeah, getting out of 8th grade, getting ready to go into high school.
Because
yeah,
the thing that she highlights is the graduation she wasn't there for is what she's making me aware of. That I feel is important, and I felt like it was directly related to you. As I feel her too, can you understand like the early part of the year, like January, February, is like a colder month, being connected to her? Like I don't know if that's when she passed.
February is my mom's birthday.
But this feels connected to her. I feel as though I need to say her being connected to this. Do you remember when she passed?
She passed September 12th.
Nope.
Her husband's birthday is on Valentine's Day.
Okay. Let me keep working here because I do feel like there's a connection to her with this earlier part of the year. Would you also understand with her too that there would have been right there at the end a like I don't know, the way that it feels like it's like this ramping up of what was going on with her, like within like the last year of her life. It's sort of this like build up, and then it feels like she just goes. It doesn't feel fast necessarily, but it's like we're building up, and then it's like the last like week, it was just like really
so
big.
She was diabetic. Her last few weeks was when it started to like show a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, she went into a diabetic coma.
Okay. Because it feels like this is what she made me aware of, is like she was unwell, but it wasn't such an unwell that like it doesn't feel like a slow cancer death sort of thing. It feels more like I'm unwell, but I'm still functioning. I'm like functioning well. I guess is the best way to say it. She also makes me aware of the walking or the walks. And as I'm talking about this, I actually feel like this is either a memory that's connected to you and her, or there's something to do around the walks with you as well. Can you understand this? Can you understand talking to her or being like on the walks and connecting in with her?
So she was in a wheelchair, but we would walk her around, like, I wouldn't really say it's a street or a road, but I guess down that little thing. I don't know what to call it.
Yeah. And you can understand that there would have been like a connection when you're doing that. It's like we're talking to her.
It was me, her, and my mom.
Okay. Because she's talking about the walks and she's kind of smiling about this, and she's making me feel like those were helpful. She's also highlighting, I don't know if this is knitted or crocheted, but like a made blanket. Can you understand that there would be like some sort of blanket that she would have had with her on those walks? Because she's making
exactly what you're talking about.
Because she's highlighting this blanket that I don't know, I just feel like it sticks out in your memory. I don't know if it was like brown and like white, or it's like these like 3 different colors or something like that.
It was like a tan color with white. Okay,
gotcha. Because I can see that. I love when you put brown and white together, it turns tan. That works. So yeah, I can see that there. And then she's actually, she almost feels as though she was trying to, God, what is that? How do I describe that? It's almost like she wanted to impart her bits of wisdom onto you guys. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like it's almost as if she would just regularly talk about like what she's learned from life and like try to tell you how it is, or like, this is what I need you to understand and know. When I'm not here, no, blah, 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 right? So it's almost like this awareness of her, one day I'm not going to be here and I want you to know, da, 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 da. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I just feel like that's something that she would regularly do. Can you understand? What is that? I can't tell if that's tamales or what that is. But can you understand, for Christmas?
We celebrate Day of the Dead.
Okay.
That one of the times that I was there, I don't think it was around Day of the Dead.
Yeah.
But when we went to go visit her grave, she had a tamale right beside her head.
Oh my gosh.
Like on top, yeah. It was all getting rotten, but it was just sitting there for a while.
There's a tamale. Okay, because I was seeing the tamale, and I was like, what is that? And I was like, well, Christmas and that sort of thing. Like I was feeling like it was around.
Yeah, I remember it clear as day because I looked at it and I was like, that's disgusting.
I feel like that's very funny. Can you also understand too? There's something about coins that I'm seeing also connected with her. Can you understand?
Oh my god, I just found some pesos while I was going through my stuff in my room, and I put them on top of my dresser.
Amazing. Because the feeling that I'm getting with this is like I was seeing, brownish coins that I was feeling, and yeah, I didn't remember that they were called pesos, so I didn't know. I was like, they're not pennies, but what is that? So perfect. So obviously she's very aware of that, and then she also is making me drawing my attention to. I think this is your brother.
I do have a brother.
She wants to highlight your brother, and I don't know why she's showing me him like super grinning and like super grinning is the way that I want to say. He's like, yeah, there's just this big smile on his face, and I don't know why yet. Give me a second. And it's almost as if I need to say that's coming for him. That's coming for him, because she's actually starting to make me feel as though that's not right now for him. Mm-hmm. I feel as if I need to say that there is a struggle that he's kind of dealing with, and it feels more emotional than anything else currently. And it feels multifaceted. It feels partly related to like partnership or like a relationship, but also like kind of the direction of his life is the feeling. Does that make sense?
He wants to join the Marine Corps. His reasoning is because I tried to go. I got sent home 4 weeks before becoming a Marine. Mm-hmm. So he wants to finish what I started. Mm-hmm. He pushed that back because he's in between. He wants to get into racing, race cars as well. Mm-hmm. He's in between which one to do first, but he gets so excited to talk about it anytime I'm on FaceTime with him. He was like, let me show you this. Let me show you that. Like, this is what I'm going to do, and Dad's going to help me with it. Like, he's so passionate about it.
Gotcha. Can you understand when I'm referring to the relationship? Because it definitely felt like it was a female that was connected to him. So clearly this is most likely you, because you're saying that it's not a romantic relationship, but actually you're the girl that I'm seeing. Is that correct? Because it feels as though that there's something about the dynamic that feels almost like holding him in one place. Like I almost feel like he's not able to make a step forward because he feels almost like he's being held right now temporarily in one spot. Does that make sense at all?
I didn't understand that quite.
Okay, let me see if I can get you a little bit more information to make that a little bit
clearer. Is it kind of like, or do you mean like as in like me holding him in that? Or
it feels like there's something connected to, I'll just give you exactly what I'm feeling. There's something connected to a female that feels like related to now the direction that he's going to be going. So maybe that is related to kind of the completing your job of what you did. But I also feel like he's struggling with the direction of where he's going next. And it feels to me as though there's something that is kind of this hesitation or like not pulling the trigger. And I feel as though I need to talk about it being after the holidays, after the new year. Can you understand that at all?